Cheers! Alright, you bastards, this is Some-Belgian-prepper, and today I want to talk about something that is often overlooked in means of security. But before we do that, if you're interested into detective stories, I have a first part out of an 11-part detective series, so look into the description if you're interested. So, what is this thing that I'm talking about? Actually, it's just one of those wildlife cameras. If you know what those are things that usually people who are into nature and animals or work in that field, they hang this usually on a tree, and when it has a little detector, and when an animal crosses by, they will usually hang it on the height or the places where they would encounter that animal. It will take a picture or start to make a video for the amount of seconds that you programmed it for, and it has even night vision, so it can even be used for observe animals in the dark. But it is not a camera that you can look from far away. Do you say this from a device? I follow it live. It is like a stakeout. You have to pick it up again, take the chip out, and put it in your computer. And yeah, many people would say, why would you want that? Is it more handy to look from a distance in means of security? Well, it is, to be honest, yes, it could be handier, but then again, it's more expensive. This is not really that expensive, but it went better than what I thought it would do. So what can you use this for? There are several things you can do with this. Many people, the first thing that's crossed into the minds of people are security. If you have a certain property or animals and you suspect there is a thief on a regular base coming by, stealing eggs or perhaps rabbits, because that's something that happened in my grandparents' time. Somebody from the neighborhood came into the night, broke in, and stole occasionally a rabbit till they discovered them. So if my grandfather would have this, he would known who the thief was, had proof, go to the police or confront the guy himself. So yeah, so like I said, you can use it as security. And the good thing is about this, instead of one of those setups that you connect with your smartphone or some other security system, is you can place this anywhere. It has a little tied together, and you can place it on any tree, on a beam, support beam, or a piece of wall, or even around a place where you hang a painting on. Those things you can practically hang them anywhere where you can rip this around. So that's a first good thing. And the second thing is it's cheap. Yeah, like I said, it's cheaper than one of those advanced security cam systems, and yeah, it has night vision, so that's something you can do. So imagine if you want to know if you know that somebody has broken into your perimeter, you have first of all proof who it is, and the next time you see the culprit, you can confront them with the images. So that's one thing. Yeah, the second thing that I primarily used it for is I have how do you say this? I raise guinea pigs, and I have a lot of them. But sometimes one of them dies in, how do I say this, mysterious circumstances. So I wanted to know what happened here, because I want to know who the culprit was. Was it a rat? Was it a cat that got into my enclosures in some way? Or did the guinea pigs attack each other? And if so, which one? Those were all things that was not sure about what happened when I found a dead guinea pig. So with this camera, I found the culprit about who would done it to my guinea pigs. The thing was, one of the guinea pigs died on a natural way, but then then I saw on the video that there were mice, a few mice getting into the enclosures within such small holes, and they ate the dead guinea pig, and they left the live ones to be. So that way I know that it was not a rat, one of the bigger rats that sometimes are on my perimeter, or a cat that I sometimes see on the perimeter, or that it was not one of the guinea pigs that attacked each other. So that was a good thing to know actually. So knowledge is power, and that was a good way to make an observation about the situation to take the best course of action. So now I'm going to plant some traps for against mice. So that's something that you can save you a lot of trouble with this. The thing how this works is also if you hang this up, you film it, you can open this up, and that way you can try to make a setup about will it take pictures, videos, for how many seconds, and from how many distance the detector would work, if there would be night vision be used. All those things should be taken in account, and it's easy to set up even for an electronic idiot like me, so that's very good. And the only problem I have is actually the good thing. The thing is you are not dependent on an electric grid like a cable all to operate this thing. But then here is the bad part. It uses how do you say this, AAA batteries, these small bastards ones, and yeah, I have a bad history with that sort of batteries that are always running out. So if you're going to buy this thing, I would advise to buy rechargeable batteries that will be a lot cheaper, a little bit more environment friendly. And another thing that you can do is, you see this little lock, you can put a lock on it so nobody, if the culprit discovers it, you open it and take the chip so that it will all be for nothing. But I would say that's not really a problem, because if a culprit discovers this, he can just make the tie loose and run off with it. So that's not really necessary in my opinion. And yeah, it's very easy to set up, cheap, and you can get a bunch of these, put them into a triangle, and they are small enough to camouflage. This one is already a little bit camouflaged, but if you put the setup right enough, this is almost invisible, and you can put it in very unexpected places. So yeah, this was my take on why the wildlife cameras is something that is often overlooked for preppers. And yeah, and it's also good quality of images, so I was very surprised by that. I thought it would be a little bit more grainy. So yeah, yet again, this is just something worthwhile getting into your preparedness. And I would say subscribe. Thank you for watching. Look into the description for my book, and if you have any other ideas for this, except for security, for your wildlife, and for perhaps animal control. How do you say this? Not really animal control, but if you're going to hunt in the area, you know what kind of animals that are around, which is actually something that hunters often use this for. Yet again, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Leave a comment. And thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Cheers!